Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Nay. My name's Nay and I'm kind of irritated with my setup. I'm sitting in front of the window, so that's like where my light is coming from, but then my background just not giving me what I need. Like, I'm not satisfied with my background. So yeah, today's video is a mother freaking story time. I was a junior in college, so this was 2018. And my boyfriend at the time had helped me move in to my dorm in August. My roommate had already moved in, and I'm gonna call her Brittany. No, because I know Brittany. I like Brittany. I'm gonna call her Tiffany. So Tiffany had moved in already, and Tiffany had a homegirl. Her name was Brittany and Tiffany Wilson. I think I want to call her friend Brittany because I like the friend. So I'm gonna call the friend Brittany, and Tiffany was the roommate. And if you know white chicks, then you really know where I got those names from, but whatever. Yeah, Tiffany Wilson. So boom, move in. Tiffany and Brittany are already in. I introduced myself like, hey, I'm Nasa. Like, this is, my boyfriend, whatever. And at the time, the school's dorming situation was messed up, so he didn't really have like a dorm at the time. So I was like, do you mind if he stays in here? She was like, yeah, I don't care. Brittany's gonna stay in here. I'm gonna really be in the room. So I'm like, okay, cool, like whatever. So I'm so nice. I raised the girl's bed all the way up, all the way. Eventually, I rarely ever see Tiffany in the room. I'm always seeing Brittany. So at this point, it's like Brittany's my roommate. But like I said, I'm cool. Like, I like Brittany. Like, she was basically my roommate, so I had to be cool with her. So fast forward a little bit, Tiffany begins to think that we're like friends. Like, if I'm a roommate with somebody, my whole idea is not to be like your bestie. Like, we're roommates, and if a friendship grows out of it, then cool. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I'm not pressed. So I was never really like pressed to be her friend. Like, we would speak, we share common interests about stuff, and like that was really it. But it was one day she came up to me and she was like, I have to tell you something. I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. That's so cool. Like, oh, like, I don't know, like, cool. So like, when you go to college, a lot of us depend on like half food. And so like, we never really have to spend money on food. I was not that person. It was maybe my school's caf food, but I just couldn't get with it. So I never went to the caf, but I feel like she was one of those people who relied on the caf or like fast foods and stuff. But me being so kind, I'm like, girl, you pregnant. Like, so if you need anything, just let me know. So I left my room one day and she texted me and was like, hey, can I have a Pop-Tart? And I'm like, sure, like, why not? Like, Pop-Tarts don't even got no nutrients. It's not even like the baby is getting any nutrients, but I was like, sure. So boom, she got that. Then she started getting comfortable with asking me for stuff. So after that, she found out that she lost the baby. And I just was like, oh man, like, wow, that sucks. So after that, she started getting comfortable asking me for stuff, period. Like, oh, and in the midst of all of this, she's still rarely in my room. But at some point, she gets mad at Brittany because Brittany had lost the room key. And then Brittany found it. Tiffany got the key back, but she was like, Brittany not coming over here no more. I guess like her and Brittany fell out, whatever. So I never saw Brittany again. I was like, dang, I kind of like Brittany. So the whole kill was when she lost the key, Tiffany ended up actually losing the room key. All you have to do when you lose your room key is go to the Rest Life coordinator and they'll get you a new key. Typically, especially if it's your first time, it can be free. However, Tiffany was never supposed to be in that room. She was never supposed to be my roommate. So when I first moved into the room, one of my suite mates, our dorms are like this: room, bathroom, room. So we shared the suite. So one of my suite mates was supposed to be my roommate. So they came over when I finally moved in. So they came over like, do you mind if we like kind of keep that room over there? Like, we're friends and we were looking forward to rooming with each other. So do you mind if we just switch roommates? I'm like, I don't care. Like, that's not supposed to happen, but my name's not on none of this. I'm in my proper room. So whatever happens, happens. Y'all do what y'all need to do. So that's why Tiffany felt like she could never go get a key. So she had been leaving the door cracked. And I'm like, bro, like, my school's in the hood. Like, anybody can walk in if they want. Like, anybody can walk into the dorm and just go walking around the halls looking for a room that's open. So I'm like, okay, well, can you figure out how to get a key? Like, can you ask one of them to get the key for you? Like, something like that, because I'm not just gonna have my room open. So she never did that. None of them ever did that. I'm like, okay. So she's leaving my door open, stuff like that. And then one day I was at the movies and she texted me like, hey, do you have any conditioner? At the time, I didn't know if I had conditioner. I'm like, no, because even if I do, I don't know where it is. So that means I have to point you to all these other different places to try and figure out where my conditioner is. And I don't want people just rummaging through my things. So I'm like, no, I don't have no conditioner. I feel like she's seen conditioner and she got mad because I said no. But I really didn't know if I had any, because after that, like, the vibe just changed. Whatever. So fast forward to my boyfriend's birthday. His birthday was in September, which was right before homecoming. So naturally, he turned 21. He bought a bottle. We're all in my room. It's me, her, him. Wow, this FedEx truck don't care about nobody package in there. But anyway, it's me, her, and him in my room. So he buys Bacardi whiskey. So disgusting. So I take a shot. I'm like, oh my God, this is so nasty. Like, I'm never drinking this. This is disgusting. So I set it on my dresser. And then I was like, oh wait, no, let me put this in my closet. And she was like, yeah, I was gonna tell you to put it in your closet because if I already do a room check, they can't check your closet. Right, exactly. We know this. So the next week is homecoming, right? And I come back in my room. It's like 2 days before homecoming festivities start. So I come into my room. I'm about to take a shower, so I go in my closet to get soap. And I hadn't even been thinking about that bottle because I really didn't want it. So I closed my closet. And I open it back up. I'm like, where the bottle at? Did somebody drink it? I'm like, did you move this bottle? He's like, nah, I didn't touch it. I'm like, okay. So I text my roommate because in my head, I'm like, nah, this is not, no. So I'm telling like my friend, like, no, she took it. I'm like, no, because she could have just asked me. She asked me for everything else. She could have just asked me. So I text her. I'm like, hey, did the RAs do a room check? She's like, oh, I don't know. I seen the light skinned one coming out of our room. So I just walked away. Okay. So if an RA did a room check and they took my bottle, number one, they're not supposed to go in our closets. Number two, they would have left something on my door, on my bed, stating that, you know, there was liquor in your room, contact us. Okay. The light-skinned one, the light-skinned RA. I'm cool with her. She was on duty. I go downstairs, I'm like, hey, did y'all do a room check? She's like, what room you live in? I tell her. She's like, nah, we ain't go up there. Okay. She's like, wow, what's up? So I tell her. She grabs somebody who's like relatively close to our age. He's like a part of Res Life, but he's not the Res Life coordinator. So I tell him, and he's like, yeah, this can't go past us because, you know, can't have liquor on campus. However, that sucks. If she takes anything else, just let us know. Cool. So at this point, I'm mad. I had went downstairs. I asked the RA. I went back upstairs. I text my roommate. I'm like, yeah, she said they didn't do room check. She's like, oh, well, ask the suite mates because when I came in the room, the bathroom door was open. Okay. So I text my suite mates. I'm like, hey, did the RAs do room checks? They're like, ain't nobody can do our room check for our room. I'm like, okay. So I tell her, I'm like, yeah, they said that no one did a room check. She's like, I mean, the door was open, so they probably could have came over and took it. My liquor was in my closet. My Apple Watch was right next to my closet. My MacBook was on my desk. All of my makeup was on my desk. So you're telling me that my sweet mates walked in and said, I'm going to go right to the closet. I'm going to skip the Apple Watch. I'm going to skip that MacBook. And I'm just going to go right into the closet. I'm going to take this bottle and I'm going to go back to my room. That's not true. They're not even built like that, number one. Number two, they let me go into their room by myself. They were not there to get a blow dryer. Why would they take liquor? Of all things to take from me, why would they take liquor? So I'm telling them, I'm like, yeah, like my stuff missing. And she's talking about the RA came, da 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 da. They like, nah, she definitely took it. I'm like, okay, so we're all on the same, I'm getting on the same page as everyone else, and it's now registering. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So at this point, I'm mad. I'm not a confrontational person whatsoever. I don't want to bring it up. You took something from me, you made me mad. Okay, I'm done. We don't have nothing to talk about. So I'm mad at this point. So I'm outside. I'm just walking around my campus outside. She's texting me, telling me that the Daytona Beach Police Department is riding around the school. What does that have to do with me? You're gassing it. Stop. You're gassing it. Stop. Stop. So I go back inside, and at this point, I'm just like, I don't have nothing to say to her. Like, it's whatever. So it's homecoming season, like I said. Homecoming is happening. Festivities are starting to happen. My friend is in my room quite often. So me, her, boyfriend walking. Me, friend, boyfriend walking. And initially, the first time I had walked into the room, and the roommate had her music up loud. And I came into the room, she was like, "Oh, you scared me. I thought you was an RA." Why would an RA just be coming into the room? Number one, I don't give a two. Why are you talking? So I didn't laugh. I didn't say nothing. I came in my room, grabbed what I wanted, and left back out. So then all three of us came back in, and she was like, "Hey, y'all. Nobody said anything because you stole from me." So I guess she got the point there. And then that's when she got mad. And she was like, "Oh, this girl's not talking to me, whatever." So homecoming festivities start, whatever. Me and my friend are in my room getting ready. And my roommate leaves out. 30-ish, 45-ish minutes later into the festivities, I get a text from her. And basically it was just like, I wish I still had the message. It wasn't even nothing like she was coming at me. But it was essentially just like, I don't know if you are mad at me. I don't know what changed between our energy, but I just want you to know that I wouldn't do you like this. And if I had a problem, then I would bring it up with you. So I'm like, okay, well, my liquor went missing and I don't know who took it. So I'm just looking at everyone else differently because my stuff is missing. I don't know where it went. And she's like, I wouldn't take nothing from you. Just because the suite mate said they didn't take it doesn't mean like they're telling the truth. I wouldn't take anything from you. I wouldn't do that, whatever. I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but my stuff still went missing. So yeah, so that happened. We didn't talk after that. Like, we didn't talk. Because in my head, either you came in and stole my bottle or you told one of your friends where my stuff was, because there's only three of us in that room and someone took my bottle. It's homecoming season. It literally all adds up. Like, but had you just asked me, I would have been like, yeah, because I didn't plan on drinking, which I thought I made clear. So then after that, the whole door being unlocked situation was frustrating. So like I said, I don't like confrontation. I remove myself from situations. And so after that, I moved my whole stuff. I moved everything in my room and I got another room. And then after that, I don't know if she tried to call this nigga like trying to fight me or what. I was in the computer lab and my boyfriend at the time was with me. And so I go in the computer lab, I do what I need to do. Her friends are in the lobby with her. I noticed them as I came out. So I walk out first. He walks out after me, but he's a little distant. So I walk out and they all just start talking. I don't care. So then a nigga gets up and he starts following me to the door. For what? Like, he started following me to the door and then he gonna open the door for me. That wasn't your intentions. So he's up. No, I'm up. Then he's up. Then boom, boyfriend behind him. And I'm just like, what were you gonna do? Like, what was you trying to scare me? Like, what was you trying to do? So then after that, I would see her sometimes on campus. Of course, we wouldn't speak. And then my teammates told me that I think she got kicked out of school. I think they said she was fighting or something. And I was just like, see, that's what we're not gonna do. And that's what she wanted me to do so bad because she talked about that a lot. Like, she just talked about like fighting a lot. And I was just like, yeah, like, that's not me. Like, I'm not down here to fight you. But like, clearly me not speaking to you really bothered you more than like me trying to fight you, because that's what you wanted out of me. You're not used to like somebody just really ignoring you and keeping on with their day. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I moved into another room and then I had more roommate issues. At some point I started to think it was me, but like once I tell y'all these other two stories, I promise you it's not me. Like, I don't do nothing to these people. It's just a different caliber of females in the southern states, I'm telling you. But anyway, that was the story time of when my roommate stole liquor from me and then tried to lie about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and be sure to like and comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Fucking with me, handstand. I can't